Hello YouTubers and welcome back to my channel, Clarinet EdM. If you are new here, please do not forget to click on the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell if you want more videos. So today we're going to be talking about 3 important things on this tutorial, and that is, we're going to talk about layering your calendar. Now, we did talk about layering your calendar a little bit in the previous video, however, we only set things up. We didn't actually use it. And the second thing we're going to talk about is sharing your calendar with your peers, and last but not least, we're going to be creating Zoom meetings on Google Calendar. And yes, we will be creating them on Google Calendar because it is just easier and more efficient instead of going on a Zoom app, in my opinion. And here is how you do these things. So we're going to talk about layering our calendars, and here's what I mean. I'm going to move my cursor to the left, and underneath my calendar, I'm going to click on that orange box, and then all of a sudden, my morning routine disappears. And you're probably thinking, well, how do we do that? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to repeat that process. So we're going to click on that time block and we're going to do the same process like we did before. So I'm just going to say this is dinner time, and my dinner time normally lasts for 3 hours because I do all the chores. And I am going to let it repeat 5 days a week, and I'm going to end it on May 15th because that is when my new schedule is going to appear. And hit done. Now here is the tricky part. Look at your calendar icon. Go to your right, and there is a link that says fall schedule or however you customized it earlier. For me, it says Caroline's fall schedule. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on that link. Once you click on that link, you're going to have a small window of options of the layers that you created earlier throughout this tutorial from the last episode. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on personal schedule because this is my personal schedule, and then you can change the color right now, or you could just right-click your mouse to change the color if that is easier. But since I'm already here, I'm just going to do it right now. And I'm going to pick flamingo color. And then I'm going to hit save. Once it's saved, it's now automatically distributed throughout all the way until May 15th. And if you don't want your friends to see your calendar or your personal calendar, all you have to do is go underneath my calendar that's to the left of the window, press that checkbox button that says personal schedule or how you customized it, and your personal schedule is gonna disappear. And it won't show on Zoom when you are screen sharing. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create the rest of my calendar or my personal schedule, and you could do this too, but I'm going to start time-lapsing this thing so that way it will be a lot faster. And if you are confused, do not worry. All you have to do is hit the pause button and then go back or rewind if you need to. But in the meantime, I am going to time-lapse everything so that way you don't have to see me complete my schedule for like 5 minutes. So here we go. Let's do the time lapse. So let's talk about creating a Zoom meeting on Google Calendar. You're probably thinking that there is no way you can do that. Well, the truth is, you definitely can. But you're also probably thinking, well, here's the thing. If I share my calendar to my friends, they're gonna know what I'm gonna do every single day. And I like to keep my life private. And to tell you the truth, I like to keep my life private too. I don't want my peers to know what I'm doing every single day. So the question is, how do you hide your calendars from your peers? Well, when you are on Zoom, you can share your screen and you don't want them to see all of this. So what you're going to do is you're going to click that checkbox, what we did earlier, and all of your personal schedule is going to disappear. Just like that. Now, let's say you're just communicating through emails. You can actually share a link of a certain calendar. So let's say I don't want to share my personal calendar or my homework assignments or my reminders and everything else. I just want to share my fall scheduled calendar. So all you need to do is click on those three dots, go to settings and sharings, go all the way down where you see shareable link. Get shareable link. That is very important. And you're just going to click on that link and then you're going to copy it and then you're going to send it out to the rest of your friends. That's how you can only show your fall schedule. Now, another way is that you can add Gmail accounts onto the layered schedule that you prefer. So what you're going to do is you're going to click add people, and I'm just going to add myself. And I'm just going to share it with her, and she can see all of the event details, or you can only see make changes to events or make changes and manage sharing, or you can only see when you are free and when you are busy. It really depends on what you want to do. And this one is the most secure method because it will hide the details of when you are free and when you are busy. It won't show what you are doing. So it depends on you on what you want to do. And we're going to go back. So after that being said, don't worry about whether or not if your peers are going to see your schedule, because you can definitely control that. And that was one of the methods on how to. So with that being said, let's get started on creating a Zoom meeting on Google Calendar. So how do you do that? Well, the first thing I want you to do is go onto the Google Chrome Web Store. So I'm going to do it with you. And I'm going to type in Chrome Web Store or click that link. And I'm going to hit or type Zoom Scheduler. This is very important. You want to hit Zoom Scheduler, and the one that you want is the first one that pops up. So click on that link, and then over here, hit add to extension. The only reason why mine says remove from Chrome is because I have already added mine. When you're done with that, what you're going to do is this icon is going to appear next to your URL, and you are going to click on that icon and you're going to sign in with your Google account. So I am going to sign in with my Clarinet EdM, and normally it's going to sign in right away for you as long as you're signed into that specific Gmail. And now what you're going to do is you are actually going to finally start creating that Zoom meeting. So let's say your peers and you decided that you have an opening at 10 a.m. on January 7th and we want to work on that group project together. So we're going to do the same process, and then we're going to add a title. So CI for 30 math group meeting. And then we're going to click on, if you want to do that way, you can totally do it, but I'm going to do it just because it makes my life more organized. And I'm going to hit red because that is the time that I believe it's very important. And then I'm going to click make it a Zoom meeting. Ta-da! Now your Zoom meeting is officially saved, and let's find out to see whether or not if it's going to appear on our schedule in the Zoom app. Now let's say that you want to share your Zoom meeting with your peers. Well, what you can do is it's actually a very simple process. just make sure that once you edit, go to the right side. So there's going to be two columns over here. There's the left side with all of your descriptions, and there is the guest side. And you can add guests. So you can invite others and see the guest list, or you can give the guest permission to modify the event. However, I would not recommend that because chances are it will get screwed over. And you're gonna add in a guest. So I'm gonna use two of my email accounts. So I'm gonna add that one, and then I'm gonna add my other one, and they're gonna be awaiting to see whether or not if they're gonna attend. So they're gonna receive that email and they will accept this meeting, and it will automatically be sent. All of that information will automatically be sent to their email. It is just that easy. You don't have to copy invitation and then send it after in the Gmail account. That is just, in my opinion, too much work, or a waste of time. So we're gonna save that right there, and then we're gonna do all of the events. And then, would you like to send the invitation emails to Google Calendar's guest? I'm gonna click on send, and those email will pop up, and problems will be solved. Hopefully they will accept your invitation, or they should if it's a group meeting. Now, let's say you want the meeting to last once a week throughout the rest of the semester, because let's be real, who wants to do this 16 times? All you have to do is click on the time block, then click on edit, and once you hit edit, you are going to click on does not repeat. And then after that, you will click on customs, and it will allow you to customize how you want this meeting to last throughout the remainder of the semester, if you do have to meet once every single week. But most importantly, when you are done customizing your group meeting, please make sure you hit that save button, otherwise everything is gonna be deleted. Now let's say you want to access your Zoom meeting. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, you don't really have to go on the app anymore that's on your dock or wherever your Zoom meeting app is. You just have to click on the link that is underneath the description box. And that is how you create a Zoom meeting on Google Calendar. It is just that easy. So hopefully in the future, this process will make your life so much easier. And let me know what you think, because I like to see from others' points of view and learn from their perspective to see whether or not if this is easier or harder. And that comes, with that being said, that comes to the end of this tutorial. So now that we learned how to layer our calendar and create Zoom meetings, you think that we're done, right? Nope, we are not. We are in our next episode of Google Calendar tutorial for college and grad students. We are going to be talking about homework and assignments along with procrastination. And I know that there are a bunch of procrastinators out there. Don't deny it, because I'm also a procrastinator. I would like to share with you how I like to control that procrastination. And Google Calendar is one of the tools that will definitely help. And keep in mind, if you do want to know what I'm really procrastinating on, I will tell you in the next video. But in the meantime, I'd like to thank you so much for watching this tutorial, and if you want more, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, click on that like button, and also that notification bell. So, with that being said, thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.